my name is Katie Miller, and today we're going to be talking about extruding text in the 3D mode in Photoshop and what you can do in your properties panel with that. So I'm going to go to File, New tab. Just going to put my name in and use the web preset. So the text that I'm going to use is just my name, and I'm going to use this horizontal type tool over here. And then we can change the size up here and make it a little bigger. So you want to make sure you have in your layers panel have the text selected, and then you're going to go to 3D at the top here and then click New 3D Extrusion from selected layer. And this will allow you to go into the 3D workspace. And then your options over in your properties panel, once you have your text selected again, this first selection in the properties panel is mesh, and there are several different things you can do with this. You can see the shadows options are available here. You can choose not to cast shadows or catch them. You also have the shape presets that you can use, and these are different things that will change the way your extrusion looks. You can inflate, there's pillow inflate, changes the faces. You can also twist, have them twist around 360 and 90, have them tilt with the shear, and extrude is just the original one. You can also change the depth of the extrusion, making it shorter and come out towards you, or making it longer by going back. You can also change the color of the text here to anything you want. And if you click on the character panel over here, you can also change all the text, bold, italic, all that normal stuff that you can change for text. The next option in your properties panel up here is the deform option. And this is where you can also change the depth here as well. To change the depth, you can also use this inside box here with the two arrows, and if you go up, it will take it back, and if you go down, it will bring it forward. You can also twist the extrusion left and right. You can also twist using the arrow around the circle on top of the text, going left or right. You can also taper the extrusion, which brings it either out or taper into a point. You can also use taper by using this box that looks like a frame, and if you click on that and go up, it'll taper it in, and if you drag down, it'll taper it out. You can also use this one over here for bend. And bending along the x-axis, you can bend the extrusion left and right. And along the y-axis, you can bend it down and back up. The option next to it, shear, along the x-axis, it'll tilt the extrusion left and right, kind of angle it, and you can also angle it down and up along the y-axis. And also using the bend and shear on top of the text is the inner circle. If you click bend, you can bend up and down by clicking on the inner circle. And when you have shear selected over here, the same thing happens with the inner circle. The next option you have in your Properties panel is the cap option. This changes the start and end points of your extrusion. You can do it for either the front, the back, or the front and the back. By changing the width of the cap, you can see more easily the contour that it's making, and you can change the type of contour it's making with these presets. You can see how they're all changing. You can also change the angle of them by using this. You can inflate the caps and deflate them using this arrow, and using the arrow underneath it, the strength, you can determine how prominent you want this cap to be. And the next option under the Properties panel, the coordinates, you can set these manually through here, or you can click move to ground and it will move your text back onto the ground level of the plane in the 3D mode.